What's going on, everybody? Chris here from Friendly Frenzy Games. Super excited to have you guys join us for a little bit of Teardown campaign action today. Not going to do a whole lot of talking or prefacing this. We're just going to hop right into it and see what we've got going on. So, quickly hop into our office here. Let's just load up the next mission that we've got going on at the computer. If you remember, if you caught yesterday's episode, again, super appreciated. It was BlueTide's shortage. Very, very cool mission with the tornado. We can see here now that we do have yet another mission for the police department for Pariza. What do we have here? The mission's called Shipping Logs. What does she say? We found something. Turns out the ingredients you brought back from Hollow Rock contains an unknown, highly addictive chemical. One of the samples still had the shipping label on it, and it's coming from Evertides Mall. Did some digging into the ownership structure of the mall and got a match on one of the Evertides holding companies. He's using the mall as a repackaging central, so the chemical must be sent to Evertides from somewhere, repackaged, and then passed on to Hollow Rock. Could you pay a visit to Evertides and get me the shipping logs? Okay. So we are going back to Evertides Mall. We've only ever done like a deconstruction, demolition kind of type objectives in this area. It looks like with this one, because there are so many objectives, what do we have here? We have 8 objectives. So again, we have 5 primary targets. We have another 3 secondary targets. It looks like this one's probably going to be pretty heavy in like wired boxes or something. A little bit more back to our original roots here, but let's just see what this mission has in store for us. Again, this one's called Shipping Logs. Going to imagine that this is wired boxes. It is. So fire alarm and wired boxes. It's super cool because we have not done a wired box kind of escape on Evertides Mall before. You can see that relatively all of the objectives are in the same kind of area here, but I would imagine that it's going to be a little bit more difficult than that. We're going to, as always, just kind of get a lay of the land here and see what we've got going on. We've got our fresh van here as well. I don't think that really makes any difference, but kind of a little reskin there just based on our rank, which is, I guess, kind of cool. You can see we're actually making footprints in the snow. That's pretty sweet too, but doesn't really make a difference. It's just melting the snow as we walk on it here. So let's go see what the objectives furthest away from us look like here, and we can kind of get a sense of what's going on. So even though those vehicles are snow covered, we can still drive on them. Spent a little bit of time yesterday doing a valuables run. Got a couple of cool, very expensive valuables for cash. So we were able to do quite a few upgrades, which is really awesome. Before I conclude this episode, if I remember, I'll show you guys kind of what we did. But very, very cool. We got into the vault. We got into underneath the lighthouse, all in Hollow Rock. So that's really cool. There's also a really expensive banana at our base, which is really cool. That alone was $600. I think we ended up with like 11.1k. We were able to get quite a few different upgrades, but again, I'll take you through that just as we end this mission here. So for right now, we're gonna just, I don't even know at this point. So again, wired box. This one's a primary target. We can't really do anything. We can't really load it into the truck here. So again, before I start clearing walls and stuff, I just want to kind of get an idea if there's any that we can manipulate ahead of time. I would imagine, and as this game goes on, it's been a lot harder to kind of set up ahead of time. You basically just have to come up with really smooth runs, but we'll see. The safe, obviously, we have to kind of clear out of here, but it is as well hooked up to... With this, though, already, because it's a shipping container, we should be able to move this if we have a crane, is my first thought. I don't know if we do have a crane in here, so that's perfect. So we know, just kind of based on some other missions that we've done in the past, we don't want to quite deposit that yet. We don't want to deposit the safe yet because it will, in a sense... sever the wired connection that we have and start our timer, but we do want to just get that container as close to our escape vehicle as we can here. So I'm pretty sure with this, bring the shipping logs back. Okay, so I'm not sure why it didn't actually show us a white circle. Maybe we need to clear the snow. I'm not quite sure, but in the past it's shown us a white circle, so we have an idea of where we actually need to kind of fit these boxes and stuff. inside for them to count as a collected objective. Really quickly too, I'm just gonna close, actually, I think we might need to leave these in here because I don't want this safe sliding around because we're gonna pick this up. So again, I don't want this safe sliding around. As soon as we pick it up, it's probably gonna slide anyways, I'm not quite sure. I wanna see. I'm just really trying to jam this up in here, but it might not work. You might not be able to double stack these bricks. I think maybe it's because it's sitting on there anyways. Ooh, might be stuck. Okay. I'm going to just restart this. I'm going to start on this objective though. I'm not going to open it because we already know what to expect for it now, and hopefully that leaves it wedged in a little bit. Again, as I was saying though, just usually there's a pretty well-defined white circle here, so you know how close you have to deliver the objectives without actually snapping the wires, but we'll see when we actually get it close to over there, because it's going to be super important to know how closely we can leave that container outside the van. But again, I think we said this one was 8 objectives, so it's nice to have one close for us. Again, we won't be able to deposit it quite yet. We will need to make a point to kind of run through this container even still and pick this up on the way, but shouldn't be overly complicated. I'm hoping that by not adjusting the other material and stuff inside this container and keeping the doors closed, that it's going to keep the safe in place and not mess around with the wired connection inside there, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna just quick save just in case. Lift this up. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Okay, so it already cranked our door open. Ooh, that's gonna just come pouring out, isn't it? Maybe not. We'll see. Being pretty aggressive with this. I'm very surprised, honestly, that it's not sliding out. Wow. Okay. So we should be able to drop this pretty much nice and close here. Again, we're trying to just get it to as close as we can to this van without actually depositing it early. We want to make this as easy as we can for like the end of the mission. So we'll see what that looks like. I want to kind of get it flat if I can here. That's probably fine. Again, as soon as we get in the escape van, it doesn't really matter if it has a clear path. Okay, that's gonna suck. So we must have severed the wire there. That, or we got too close and deposited it, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, so that one was too violent of a pickup. So I'm very surprised there that that was enough to move it, because we were able to essentially, without much regard, walk this one over. Basically just throw it around last time. Like you can see, this is pretty violent right now, but it's letting us kind of do what we want with it. Just get it onto the van here. Gotta make sure that it doesn't come screaming out the side here, because that will sever the wire connection. But so again, I'm ideally trying to point it towards the back. Again, I am trying to get this as close as possible without having the container really impede any other, without having the container impede any of our other progress, because we don't want it to block our path for when we go to deliver some of these other objectives. But I could probably use cables, honestly, to stabilize this a little more. And I don't really use cables all that much, so it wouldn't really be a huge deal if we ran out of them, but I was feeling pretty good about that there. Ooh, that's close. I'm gonna just make sure that we can control this a little bit, and then I'm gonna save. Okay. Gotta be really careful though with this thing all of a sudden, because it's just swinging. And just like that, we broke the connection. I'm glad we saved where we did. I really just want to have it basically at this angle and have it nestled against the van. Not really asking for a whole lot here. Just try and walk it over there slow at this point so that it doesn't keep swinging around so violently. but kind of playing with fire here. That's pretty good. I don't know how much closer, honestly, we could really make it without depositing it. Because again, we can, but we don't want to deposit this early. I'm going to just save this really quick. Back out of here so we can drop it to the floor so that it's not moving anymore, and we can kind of plan for it then. Okay. And we should be able to just leave that there. So, again, I'm not really sure why it's not showing a white circle for us to be able to deposit this. I wasn't sure if maybe it was buried under the snow, but I don't see it here. Not a big deal though. We know we basically just have to take it towards the back of the van. So I'm gonna just quick save. What I'm gonna do really quickly now is just blow the front of this container off with the shotgun. Probably be a little better with the blowtorch, but not a big deal. Just move this stuff out of the way really quickly as well. I'm gonna move this. Ooh, gotta be careful with that. Okay. And then I want to quick save and just see now if we're able to pull this a little closer here. Ideally, we'd be able to spin this around with a little bit of slack. I don't know if it's going to let us do that though. But I want to get just a little bit more leverage on this side. Okay. That's pretty good so far. Let's just save this. Spin it around again really quickly. Okay. So that should get us a little bit more slack. Again, I'm just trying to be careful that we don't deposit this early, but I do want to get it as close as we possibly can right now without actually depositing it. Really trying to get a sense of where this is that we have to drop it off, though. Like, I don't know if it's because it's a new van that there's different drop-off points or what the deal is, but let me just see with this really quickly. Okay, I don't understand what we have to do then. How are we supposed to bring these back? Or how do we actually collect it? Oh, we just pick it up. Oh, okay. So we don't actually have to load the van. Okay, that's easy enough. That's easy enough. Perfect. So then we don't actually have to worry about a white. So then really we would have wanted it a little bit more over here, but I mean, if we come to the van, we can escape through here anyways. We don't necessarily have to make it to the front of the van. We can technically escape through the back, so that's totally fine. We'll leave that for now. We're going to quick save just as that's set up how we like it. I don't remember what the objective was here. I know we saw it and it wasn't really anything that we could do anything with, so let's just quickly have a look at what else we do have over here. Okay. Got a couple of forklifts. Obviously, we have a container right here. Another safe. Okay. And now, again, with these, we know we don't have to deliver them. With vehicles or anything, we don't have to deliver them to the white circle. I don't know why I was thinking that we did. They look like safes to me. I didn't think that they would be something that we could actually pick up. But with this, it probably makes more sense to keep up front here, and we can just kind of plow through the building. But it's all going to kind of depend on once we can actually put together a little bit of a path here. So I don't want to go ahead and like expend all of my materials and stuff here until we have a little bit of an idea of what we can actually move now versus what we can't, just so that we can put a little bit of a better plan in place. Okay, so we can't really do anything with this one either. It looks to me like we might need to start with the one that's farthest away and come in and hit these and kind of scoop around back if possible. But again, we'll see. That's my initial thinking here. I usually tend... Okay, we're definitely going to need to use this car. Already, I can kind of plan that we're going to need to use that car. I'm going to just blow out all of these doors to make it to get the car through without really taking a whole lot of damage. You can see we got quite a bit of debris here. I love, love, love those bombs. So the bombs are one of the things that we decided to completely upgrade with all of our money the other day. Again, I did do a valuable run for a little bit yesterday. It was pretty boring. I tried recording some of it and it got messed up too because I was following a Steam guide, a written Steam guide, and I kept alt-tabbing and it was just screwing up my recording. So I didn't actually end up recording any of the valuable run that we did, but we basically went through and cleared all of the maps alongside that guide up to actually Evertides Mall. So we basically did the first half of the game. Again, I don't want to spoil anything that we haven't done already, so I didn't proceed further. I have not collected all of the valuables in Evertides Mall, but basically all of the missions or all of the maps that we had played through in the first part of this game, in Chapter 1 of the campaign. So that would be the Villa, Lee Chemicals, what was the other one? Hollow Rock. We did go through and do all of those. The Marina as well. So very, very valuables for the most part. As Do Not Ban This account had mentioned, there are definitely some extremely valuable items in the attics of these maps as well. The vault was very, very cool. Kind of working through a little bit of a puzzle to get through there. So that was really awesome. I will put something together just to show you how to do that. Something that I kind of figured out on my own, but I didn't actually know how to enter it. I thought I had found the entrance to the vault before in messing around in one of our previous missions, but it turns out that's more so the exit, or just to let you know where the vault is, but there's actually a separate entrance. So I thought that was pretty cool. Did not expect that at all. But yeah, these bombs are fantastic. I think we also completely upgraded the vehicle thrusters, even though we have yet to use them. But if I remember, I will use them on this. We fully upgraded the BlueTide as well. Just because I figure we run so much in this game, and we use vehicles so much in this game that I can't imagine a speed boost to either of those would hurt. So fully upgraded those. We fully upgraded the bombs just because they do so much damage and they are very, very handy. Okay, so let me just quick save this. Let's pull this car off the ledge here. We know that this car is going to be very fast. I would imagine it's probably similar spec, if not the exact same spec as the green Lambo in the Villa. Let me just quick save this because we got this out. I'm going to want to park it here at this point, just because it's where we're going to need to cover the most ground as everything stands right now. So I don't want to take the chance that running over the grass is going to get us stuck. Park that here for now. I'm going to move this lamppost out of the way. Could probably honestly put vehicle thrusters on this thing and it should fly. We're going to quick save. Just because I'm here, I'm going to just get a double check on. Okay, so we'll just fly straight through to the car then. Let's just set this up because we're here. Again, I don't want to blow the connection though either. That was overkill, but just want to make sure that we're ready. Okay. I'm glad I saved where I did, but I'm going to have to blow that wall out again, which isn't a problem. I will save after I do that this time. Again, overkill, but we should have more than enough shotgun ammo, I would imagine, for this map. I just want to make sure that nothing is going to impede my my route when it comes time to running this thing. Let's save quickly because I am going to try and adjust that objective just to get it a little closer if that's possible. It probably isn't because it's up high, so as soon as we pull it off, it's going to snap. So I am just going to actually leave it. Let's put some vehicle thrusters on. I've never actually tried these. Wow, we have 24. I don't know how many I'm actually going to need or how much this actually does, but we'll put 3 on. I'm going to balance them too just so it doesn't like affect our steering in case it does. That looks pretty rad though. Pretty cool. Do anything? Oh wow, that just flies. This thing's a jet all of a sudden. Okay, very cool. It's going to be very hard to steer though, so we're essentially going to have to just take it straight. That's going to be the plan. Luckily there's an objective straight ahead of us, so that's going to be the plan. Let's go ahead and set that one up really quickly. BlueTide I haven't tried yet either, but If it's just to give us a speed boost when we're running, I'm pretty sure I know what that means or can understand how that works, and I don't want to use them all before we start running this, just in case we have to run it a couple of times. I guess in theory I could just save before I consume one, and then we just keep replaying the save, which, I mean, that's how we've been doing it anyway, so I don't really know why I thought any differently, but... Okay, where is this? Oh, it's over here a bit more. So we're going to come smashing the Lambo into there. Ideally, we would come over here a little bit more. Looks like it's up top. Oh, maybe it's not. That's really where we need to be then, is right in here. So I'm just going to pull all of this stuff out of the way. We're going to have to see if maybe we can move that truck. Because the hardest thing, even if it takes me an extra second to run to the car, we need to make sure that it's going to have a clean path into here. Because if we don't have to worry about turning it... Oh my. Okay, let's quick save really quickly. That's probably about as far as we're going to be able to stretch this, so I'm fine with that. But we do want to make sure that we have a clean pathway through here, so... I'm going to spray this back. That's where it is. So we basically have to kind of line up with that yellow line, and I would imagine to do that, it should be pretty easy if we just pull this truck out of the way. I'll just cut across the lawn here, and should be able to just beeline it for this hole. Sounds good to me. I wish there was an eraser that I could erase this, whatever, but it would take a long time, so let's go ahead and do that. It might be a little harder now to move this Lambo because it's going to be so fast. I don't know if we're going to need to use this transport truck, so I don't want to get rid of it completely. I would imagine as well that this car is going to have a little bit of a tough time on the grass here. So what I'm going to do is just free this all up using the hammer. Hopefully it doesn't get caught on the snow, because we can see it adds another layer of voxels on top of the concrete here. We're going to be a little lower as soon as we get rid of this grass, but then I'm going to just use the leaf blower to move all of this debris out of our way here. So let's go ahead and do that. Super helpful tool. Would have saved me a lot of time back in the day. That's really cool. We're just blowing all of the snow off. Cool, cool, cool. Get rid of this last little bit here as well. Sure that we're going to be all good with that. We should be fine. Gonna need to take this post out as well. I can't just pick it up. It's fine. Gonna use this gun because we don't use it for anything. I should have taken it out at the base though, because we're still gonna need to move this base now. It decided it doesn't want to go anywhere. Okay. That is a little scary, but we'll see how we do. So with this then, we're actually going to just blow out the side of the building instead. Should buy us a little bit more time. These vehicle thrusters are feeling crazy right now. So with this, we know we just have to go straight. We're going to back this up just a little bit to make it a little easier for us to run through. So let's go ahead and set this up. I want to make sure that I'm not demolishing our car in the process though. So let's just kind of try and angle it away really quickly. Okay, I probably can't leaf blow this if they aren't deconstructed, so let's just go chop these guys up a bit. Okay, and let's get our leaf blower back out. Again, I don't want it in my path though, so we're gonna just chop all that out of the way. That leaf blower is very, 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 very cool. Very cool tool. Especially for how much debris there is to clear seemingly all the time. Very useful. Okay. So that should be fine. So I'm gonna essentially start here. That's gonna give me some issues too. Okay, so we're essentially gonna start here. Again, just probably overkill, but I like a nice simple path. This is pretty redundant at this point. I know where we're going, but I always like spraying the complete path on the floor just to see. I'm gonna just stand on the hood here. Paint this out, okay? So boom, that alone will get us 2. So figure we chug a BlueTide here, hop into the car, and then we're booking. That should send us flying there. So we essentially already have 3 completed. This is easily the biggest gap that we have to close. We're probably going to need some vehicle thrusters on another car, though, just to get us maybe even inside the mall. It'd be really nice if we could have picked this one up and moved it into the middle, because we could shoot across here and then shoot across here. But we'll have to see what the rest of this looks like. But essentially, we have 3 basically planned for or accounted for, so let's see what we got now. Okay. So it looks like we have to go upstairs as usual. Is it on the top floor? Probably. Oh, this one's hidden. This one is tucked away. Let's use a bomb. That did a lot of damage. Okay. I wonder how far we would be able to take the Lambo in, because if we could, that'd be a lot to plank. That would be a lot to plank. What do we got here? Nice. Yeah, I don't know how realistic that is. These bombs do an absolutely insane amount of damage now. It'd be really nice if we could just shoot the leg of this out now, but it'll probably make it hang. It'll probably be too much force. If it could hang just a little further down, that'd be pretty optimal. That doesn't matter. Okay, okay. That's pretty good. But I still need to... So I'm just trying to... Whoa, what the hell? Okay. I'm just at this point trying to make this hang a little... Oh god. Trying to make that hang a little lower, because I mean if we don't, we should be able to pick it up from right here, which is nice. That's cool, but I still need to... Okay, so maybe I won't mess with it anymore, but we need to at least be able to get to here. Is that the ground floor? Okay. So we need to basically get to here. Where is this thing again? Okay. So I can pick it up from here even. So we don't even need to plank, but I think it's because this is on the floor and I'm standing on it. So this is going to be important to try and not move. So I'm going to mark that. And then if we can just plank up to this would be amazing. Like we know we're taking the Lambo up under here. but we're going to have to come up quite a few floors. So this is going to be, we could honestly move a crane in here as well to get us the initial height. You know what? Let's try that, because I don't think we're going to have a use for our crane anymore now that we've already moved the container. So let's just see. I'm a big proponent of using like the machinery and stuff over the planks. I'm not actually sure why. I don't know if it's just because I'm always so concerned about maintaining my materials, but I just feel like this is super versatile. It's easy to adjust. Let's see though. I'm hoping that I don't end up actually blowing out something that I don't need. Actually, with this, I could probably even just shoot from the front. We might not even need to go inside. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Okay. So we know we're driving the Lambo right into this hole. Right here. With that, we need to go up quite a few floors. Okay. So I'm going to quick save because guaranteed this is going to get a little messy. That might even work not too bad. As weird as that is, that might not even be too bad. Because we could essentially drive the Lambo right into here. Can plank up here. Just have to make sure before I start planking that we can actually run this boom. So that's fine. Probably put another plank up into this ceiling here. So where would that take us? What would this look like? That's pretty steep. See if we can drive it in maybe a little more. Or a little higher that we can climb. Like we could probably climb this too. I'm not too worried about jumping up this side. I just need to make this at an... Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay, so that's good and stuck. I'm gonna need to blow this out though. Okay. Ugh. What's that? What the hell is that? Okay. There, we should be good there. Okay. Now what? Oh, and then just right here. Boom. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna just plank this as a very, like, safe thing to do. Probably don't need it, but just to make sure. Okay, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Okay, let me just get rid of this. Gonna need to move this stuff out of the way. Okay. Nice and easy. So that one's gonna be a huge objective to polish off because, again, that one is like... oh, okay. I wonder too, actually, if I can just... I guess I don't wanna... I was gonna try and do a plank, like lean a plank on here, but I don't think it really matters. I want to get a little bit of an angle, I think, but then at the same time, I don't want to angle it too much on the odd chance that I can't drive the Lambo straight and I end up breaking my plank. But you can see, obviously, a plank straight up this boom is going to be super important. So we just plug it in there. We should be good. Oh, yeah, smooth sailing. We're booked. Nice. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. This, everything out of the way. I want everything out of the way, always. Okay. Just get the general idea there. Okay. Right up the boom, right up the plank. So slam the car into here. Hopefully we can just pop out of the car. We're gonna need to... Yeah, that'll be some Definitely going to have to figure out where our transition points are in this. Because if we slam the car in too much, it's probably going to end up burying this objective. We don't want to, like, completely overshoot our plank either. I guess ideally we'd be able to, like, tuck it into here. I might need to blow a little bit of this wall out, but we'll see. I want to make sure that we aren't nailing our plank either, but we'll see. Either way, though, I feel pretty good about that. I wasn't sure what this one being, you know, quite a few levels up, 3, 4, 5 levels up was going to look like, but... Where's this other one? Probably up top here, eh? With this, we might just have to make a couple of planks and go through there. But we'll see. That's if it's on the top floor still. Might even be higher than that. I don't know how many damn levels are in this place. How do you get over there? Might actually make more sense for us to get up in here. Which would still be fine. I can't quite reach that level though. Might need to go from the top down. Let's quickly see. So I need to go like from here. I want to make sure that we have a good enough angle though. Apparently that doesn't, oh, that is just off reaching. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so we have a plank up at least, but I just need to see where this next thing is, so. Put a bomb in here. I'm gonna aim it a little higher though, because I'd rather blow out the roof at this point than I would the floor. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Wow. Oh my. That thing levels. Where did that cause a fire? Okay, we are gonna have a crisis on our hands, people. Where is this? Nice. Okay, I don't want to save yet, just in case that screwed something up. I can't quite tell, but those bombs are significant now. Wow. So I still need to figure out, first of all, where this objective actually is. I'm already kind of doing more work than I thought I would have initially without having an actual idea where this thing is, but it's actually looking like this is below me, so this is not all going to be for naught, but I do need to figure out where this is. It might be actually... Where is this thing? I don't know how I'm missing it. Wasn't I up on that already? Oh. Okay. Where is that in relation to where we've done this work? Okay, so I don't need to go up. That's very good to know. Very good to know. We can just stay on this floor, provided we are able to still get that objective from this level. That'll save us a little bit. I'm just gonna move all this stuff. Get that out of the way. Okay, so in theory, we can still get that here. Perfect. So what do I want to do after? I'm gonna come across this way. And we want to boot through to here. So I'm just just gonna shotgun this stuff. Okay. And then go here. So let's plank. I'm gonna shotgun one more time. That's probably enough to get us through, but again, I always just like being sure. Use the gun to move this. Just want a nice clean plank here. It's gonna be super important, I feel like. Okay. And then we're gonna basically do the same thing right here. And plank. We could probably do it with a jump, but just to have that added security here. Okay. And boom. There's valuables all over this place. Okay. And I don't know where this is, so we're still gonna need to figure out how to get the ones in the back here, though. Like, these are easy enough to get, but we're gonna almost have two outliers here. We'll have to see. Because again, I don't want to do a bunch of backtracking. I wonder if we could come down from here to go here, and then up in these two. We'll have to see. All depending on like what the elevation is, I guess. We'll have to see. But this is all garbage. Just want to get this all out of the way. Just so it's very clear where we need to go. Looks like that objective we can drag a little bit. I don't know at this point where it's going to make the most sense to have. We'd have to move this desk. Okay, so we can move that, move this chair out of the way. We're not really going to get a whole bunch of slack with it, but let's go see where our next one is here. So again, I'm gonna kind of chill out on shotgun ammo really quickly, or for a little bit here, just in case. Oy. Just want to see where this is. Okay, so it must be above us again. Is there another level? Can't actually tell. I don't think I see stairs. So I don't know if it's on the roof. Not exactly. Oh, I guess same level as player. I always forget you can do that. Okay, this is okay. This one is going to be a pain to get then all of a sudden. I'm almost wondering at this point if it makes more sense to start at the back. We use the Lambo to shoot across here, or a vehicle to shoot across here, and then have the Lambo shoot us across to this container. That's honestly probably the better idea at this point, because we could run these, I feel like, pretty quickly, and then I could pop out. Go to here. We'd almost have to like start here, shoot to here, go to here. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Either way though, this one would be pretty... Where's, because our escape van is right behind that container. But we wouldn't even be ending on this one though. It'd be a pretty easy one to end on. It's just I don't know how we would incorporate these last two. If this game, if all you were trying to do was like the main objectives, it'd be pretty easy. Nice. But yeah, obviously that's not the game plan here, so. I'm hoping that I'm not overspending resources here based on kind of what we're gonna be needing, but. Where's our objective? Where's the one that we just came from? Right there. Okay. And then what? Then we needed to go up, I think, right? Just double check. Yeah, 5 meters above. Okay. If we did something like this. Wow, how did that get? Okay. Go up there and make that right. I don't want it too steep. We gotta be able to run it. That's fine. And then just shoot straight through here. Okay, that's easy enough. So I'm gonna just spray can all of this just so we know. I'll be able to put that on the floor, but I'd be able to move this into the path a little bit more as well. But again, I'll do those little touch-ups when we know for sure this is kind of what we're doing. This is a lot of running, but I feel like it would be still pretty easy though. So I'm definitely going to need to move that one into the path. This one, boom. Then we could shoot out the window, but again, like I have to make that a little clearer. I'm gonna just save this for now because we basically have all of these ones accounted for. It's these last two that we're gonna need to figure out how to get involved. This one I think we said was low. Of course it is. Okay. That honestly still wouldn't be too bad, because if we started down here, we could probably make a pretty clean plank up here. Maybe not, but have to essentially book up these stairs. Come up here. So I'm gonna just try and do a couple other things really quickly. And just see. Put a bomb in here. I don't want to keep using my shotgun. I've been really dumb because. Okay. I want to just go up here real quick. See what kind of planks we can make here. Okay, so that would reach, but I feel like that's pretty steep. That's definitely steep. That seems really steep. I'm thinking we'd really probably only need from that second ledge. And then we can just pop it out here. Maybe we can take enough of this out. could try that even. Okay. Wow, that got pretty janky, but okay. So that'd be easy enough. Drag this. Will that come down to the floor? Probably not. But that's fine. Which means we wouldn't even have to come all the way up in here, but I think still though, to get these other ones, it would make more sense to do that. Pull this one over here as far as we can. Very close. Doesn't look like it should be connected, but apparently it is. We'll take it. Come shooting through here. So, I mean, really, we could still work our path, just do it backwards. I wouldn't need all these booms and stuff. We could just drop right through the floor. So I could just move all this. If I were to move the boom, honestly, we probably didn't even need this. I probably could have just done it on my own. Let's try that. Because we're going to need a way to get these back ones involved. That's my biggest worry at this point, so let's try this. Because I don't think what we just spent a little bit of time setting up is actually going to work. My thinking now is that these are easy enough. We have these four basically strung together. These ones. If we park the Lambo here and go the other way with it though, and then as long as we're able to somehow, if we're able to, we either use two cars or if we're able to use the Lambo to fly back over here, we should be fine. So we'll need to like start here, find a quick way to get to here, and then move up, and then we can just spend our entire time here and come flying through. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. I think that's the best way to do it. I'm gonna just quickly. So we know we're planked and stuff there. I'm gonna just take a quick couple of seconds here and just use these bombs because we have them. I want to use them. I don't really need to clear all of this stuff out because I'm gonna just be bringing the crane thing through, but just put this out just in case. We'll move the forklift and stuff because we don't need that, but again, I'm just trying to figure out how far I need to take the boom in. Like where our okay, so the objective isn't even that far. Okay. So I want to really move this out of the way. Gonna blow this up, I think. Reduce it to a pile of nothing. Okay. I'm glad I can still kind of move that. I didn't need this at all. I'm gonna end up just running over it pretty soon because it's just stuck. I am hoping that that's still fine for the other thing, the boom. But we need to get to about there, so we know we need to go up quite a few levels here, which is fine. Stay on forklift. Super glad that this thing can basically traverse pretty much anything. may blow this out of here if this works. Really starting to get rid of this piece of crap, but that's what it is. Okay. So that's all gone. Okay. So really, we know our objective is here. Save again. Really want to clear some space here. This, in theory, is going to be our second objective, so if I can get this in sideways here. Just take out as much space as I can. I have a feeling that that's too steep to run up, but it might not be. Maybe not. These booms are so good for angling. Okay. They're so good for angling. Okay. Let me just see now. At the top of this boom. Can we plank? Did that work? Kind of janky, but that's pretty steep still, isn't it? Definitely don't like that a whole lot, but we could do it. Definitely do it. Okay. That worked out, not half bad. Not the cleanest, but not half bad. So now we can try that. So we'll pick this up here. That better not snap now that I saved. Okay. Okay. So that doesn't seem to be an issue to run up. I was worried it was going to be too steep, but even with like not much of a running start, we're able to get up there, so that's helpful. So the idea would be then that we come at it from this way instead. Up these planks, up the boom. I'm going to need another plank here, but that's no problem. We're going to come flying through here. To get this. Come flying. No, I gotta move this. Put another plank in. There we go. That works. Should work. Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna come ripping through here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, pick that. Come up here, pick that. Come down here. Jump all the way through. Pick this. Okay. And then hopefully have the car waiting for us. See if this helps. There we go. Yeah, so we'll have the Lambo waiting here to take us the flip side up here. So we still need to figure out how to get this last one. But I figure this is where we'll start. I think that makes the most sense. So I'm going to need to basically just set up 2 vehicles after we figure out how to come up with a nice path. I only got 12 shotgun ammo, so I'm going to have to pay a little bit of attention here. what I'm using to clear what path, because I don't want the bombs making too big a hole if I need to like finesse some of this stuff. So we'll have to see where this objective is. I'm not actually sure if we've seen this one yet. It might be the only one that I haven't actually looked at yet. Oh, it's just right here. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, we did see this one. Okay. Okay. So instantly then, what I want to do with this is I'm gonna just that didn't really do anything. Actually probably made it harder to get now. So I'm just gonna leave it where it is. Leave that where it is, and let's try and like, that's pretty much the angle we need. So let's just start bombing here. Wanna just keep with this angle. Get this damn truck out of the way. Actually, maybe if we're able to blow a path, we could even use this truck. Or this truck, we'll have to see what other vehicles are on the map, but that truck might actually come in handy to be the second vehicle to get us to the end. I'm not quite sure. Again, I feel like it's just micro tweaks at this point. I feel like this one's relatively like pretty easy. I know we've changed game plans a couple of times here, but all said though, I feel like, especially with some vehicle thrusters and chugging some BlueTide, I feel like it shouldn't be all that bad. Maybe we're a little ahead of the game in terms of having score and having the appropriate tools, and then especially having done that valuable run and getting these upgrades, but again, I'm not really sure how much BlueTide speeds you up, but I feel like if it does, I mean, even a little bit of a speed boost, we should be in pretty good shape. I keep forgetting that I can use the leaf blower, so I should use the leaf blower there. But I'm gonna just keep bombing this stuff, I think. I have a lot of bombs, so let's see how much damage we can do right now. Does the leaf blower get rid of this stuff? Okay, that's still too heavy, it looks like. But all the wall and stuff is really nice. I can drag this, so that's helpful. Drag all of this, cool. These steel crates are very, very heavy material. This is what was sinking us on flooding. Very heavy material. You can see they like barely blew apart there. Okay, so again, I really am just trying to keep us on this path, because if we can just blow through everything, which is basically the game plan here. I think we did a little bit of, yeah, very clearly we did some rocket launcher upgrades as well, so I'm gonna just use this almost even to, okay, this is still too heavy to pull the entire thing, but I want to be able to do this. Just move it out of the way. I don't want to have to run through it, I want to just get rid of it. I'm probably spending, again, as always, a little bit more time setting up than I need to, but I'm always just looking for the quickest, cleanest run. Doesn't mean it translates to that, but just in my head, I want to make it as easy as possible to hit all of these objectives here. So if you're wondering why I'm not trying to do the run already, that's pretty much why. Let's just put this out. Like wood on fire here. Again, we have a lot of explosives that we can use, so that's basically why I'm going this route. Maybe we won't take the truck, because it's one more hole and we should be at a pretty good path. I don't know if I want to move all these containers. I mean, I could. Gotta watch here that I don't blow myself up. Oh, that's awesome. It's like perfect path. Let's just leaf blow this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna quick save. Leaf blow this garbage out of the way. I guess I could just use this to dismantle. Didn't really do a damn thing. That's better. A little bit more speed out of that. I don't want to mess my truck up. Again, I'm just trying to damage this enough so that I can completely clear the path. Maybe use the leaf blower to move this debris. That'd be ideal. We'll see. I'll check that out. Okay. Better. It's definitely better. A pretty nice pathway through here. Oh this is a little messy, but we could probably make do with that. At this point, might as well just completely blow this apart. Get out of here unobstructed. Oh yeah, that's awesome. We're going full demo now all of a sudden. Look at all these tools. There's quite a tool belt on this guy now. So again, really, we got a couple of little tweaks still. Maybe. I still kind of want to get rid of all this, though, if I'm being honest. Let's just try it. Probably unnecessary, but... Wow, I can actually pull this? Almost. I'll just blow it up and we can use the leaf blower on it. I got a lot of bombs, so... And who doesn't like destruction? Leaf blower still doesn't really want to move that stuff, so makes total sense. Let's move these big chunks. I'm just trying to move this stuff out of the way so that if I want to use this truck here, it's a pretty clear path. Might be unnecessary using the truck here. But again, I feel like we could gain maybe a second or two instead of having to run this. Again, too, like, I mean, we won't have to dodge walls and stuff, which is really helpful. Because we just blew our way through. We had so many explosives that we were able to just kind of make our own clean path here. That's probably out of the way enough. Yeah, like... This should be really clean. Especially for the truck. Like, it shouldn't really have a whole lot of issues with debris, especially what gets left here because it has like that monster, like the truck wheels on it, so. Okay. Might need to move this. But that's fine. I think we're basically ready to try this though. We do have to adjust the Lambo. But other than that, I mean, so essentially the idea would be to make it to the truck. Make it, yeah, okay. Let's just see. Spray can. I'm gonna fly all the way in through here. Nice straight path, boom. And then just take that. That should be more than fine, I would think. Again, we might need to use the truck somewhere else though. I don't know what else we have for vehicles in this map. It's not like the truck is super fast or anything, but reliable. I'm gonna actually just, I think we have quite a few vehicle thrusters, so we might as well put a couple on this bad boy too. Just have this thing launching. We're not gonna need to turn it, we're just going straight with it, so. Wouldn't no, 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 no. That's... I might have just screwed that up. Okay, maybe it's just pointless. Maybe that's... Okay. As long as it's not gonna, like, blow it apart by having a thruster up there. Okay. I do want to just have two actually propelling it, though. There, that should work. Okay, that's pretty janky, but sweet. So we'll start here, bump into the truck, drive straight through to here. Basically just follow this straight, cutting off all these angles, go right to here, pick this up, come up the boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Might have to jump a couple of times. We're going to definitely need to keep momentum there. All of a sudden we can't make that jump. Okay, we just keep jumping. Okay, snag that. Come down here. Gotta remember not... Okay, I gotta remember to pick this one up. But I don't want to move that again because it's going to set the alarm. Just keep running, 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 jumping over all of this. Just gotta make sure we hit this, hit that. Boom, come down through here. Might even be able to make this a little cleaner. Now that I know... Wrong thing. I want to be able to fall through this and just pick it up very easily, so... I think I just screwed up our plank. Oh, we don't even need a plank anyways, though. Okay, so with this, I'm just gonna make this nice. I just have to make sure that I didn't screw up anything that we just did, though. And then I might be able to pull this out of here a little bit more. Let me just clear debris so it's very easy to see. Okay. Gonna have to clear debris away from this damn thing. It's fine, though. Perfect. Okay, let's try this again. Where were we here? Okay, we boom. Run along here. Boom. Get that? Then we can jump. Okay. Might even put a bomb here. I'm just very worried about it blowing apart. We'll see. Because like, I can see where we need to go. It's nice and clear. I want to be able to just make that jump from here, though, so... I don't want it to blow this floor apart. I don't know what that just exploded. There's no thing here. What did that break? Try doing it in here then. Okay. I need to put these out before this burns to a wall to the ground. Do a little bit more debris clearing here. All of a sudden that actually just made it harder to jump through. But in just a quick second we should be good. Oh, come on now. Again, this is just very, very, very minor adjustments, but I really am just trying to put together the quickest, cleanest that we can do here. Don't really want to have any challenges in doing this, so I can see where we need to go. It's pretty obvious, but it's not that easy to jump out of still. Sucks. Okay. Nice. Ugh. Like, I wonder if I drop a bomb on that, if that'll be even better. Give Forgetting I have a rocket launcher too. Maybe the rocket would be better to control this. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be worse. Okay, so that's clear. I hear a fire, of course. Okay, so that tripped it. Okay. Oh, the fire went out. Okay, so that's probably as good as we're gonna get it. So I think we really just need to set up the Lambo now. Get this stuff out of the way. We can jump right down into here. Yeah. I feel like that's good. Very clear where we need to go. Set the car up literally right here. And it will fly us across to here. There's no way we're going to be able to turn it, so we will need another vehicle, which is fine because I have more thrusters, so I'm not too worried about that. I just want to kind of walk this there because I don't want to destroy it. Make sure we're free and clear of this cinder block wall. But that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Okay. Quick save here. Okay, so it's just setting up this last vehicle basically to get us from here to here. And at that point, maybe it makes the most sense to leave the Lambo there because we probably have a farther way to go. What else is on this map though for vehicles? Like really, it might not make much of a difference. If we're a couple of seconds off, then I'll consider adjusting the vehicles, but we could probably make do at this point with, like this thing's pretty good. This Hummer is pretty good. I feel like this is pretty quick though. It's nice because it'll get us through the grass. I'm gonna see if I can. So we take the Lambo to here, come fly through here, boom, boom. Okay. I think we're basically ready to try it. I'm gonna just slap some thrusters on this thing. Okay. This is gonna be wild. I'm gonna chug some BlueTide before we start this thing. Nice looking map though, especially in the snow. We haven't been here in the snow, so. Gotta remember too though that we need to, oh, I should paint the path. Oh yeah, I gotta clear this path real quick, that's my bad. Because I need to avoid this. Maybe I'll just park this big truck there so I know to avoid it. I think that Jeep can go over the walls. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Not over this rock wall thing, but this harder to get around, but I don't want to come flying over this damn thing either. It'll also be like a nice little marker for the Lambo as well. that work? Okay. What if I could just jump this thing? Honestly, I probably could, which would be insane. I might just try. Jump this. We're gonna have to do a trial run right now though, because I don't want to save it for the end of the run and have it not work. But I feel like the way that this kind of rock formation is graded, we should be able to jump it no problem. Especially with our speed. We have the Jeep, so it's got the tires. Pretty maneuverable. Okay. I don't want to get hung up on this stuff though, so. Jump this. I'm gonna blow this part out. Point the Jeep here. I'm gonna just bomb this. Awesome. Oh yeah, that's super helpful. Sure that this pole isn't gonna screw us up. Wouldn't really help, but I'm gonna just make sure that all these vehicles and stuff are out of the way. Use this van to knock some stuff out. Just clear the height of this post too. Should be better. Okay. What else do we need? This has to move. This container. I guess I could use the blowtorch. Because we're gonna come in from like the back here, so. Get an opening big enough here. Nice and wide. Without tripping this wire. Should be pretty good. This. Put this back here just to mark that we've gone too far. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Maybe just so I don't have to paint, I'll use this. Should be pretty easy to see. And then probably unnecessary. Oh man. Okay, well. Oh my. That was stupid. Back out here. Okay, so this is really, I'm really kind of banking on that Jeep being able to jump this. If it can't jump it, it might be a little bit of a treat here. But in looking, maybe it can. I thought it didn't seem all that steep, but let me just before we go super crazy here. I don't like that. No, I didn't want to do that. I went to quick load. Maybe we just have to quickly crawl up it. This thing's fast, like it's ready to go. We're gonna have to remember though too, we're gonna have our Lambo parked here though, so. Wow, it's hard to drive. It is hard to drive on the snow. Well, we're going to have to just give it a go. We might have to do a little bit of finessing for it at the end. Like ideally I'm aiming for where we have it cleared, I think. I don't really want to back into this in case my thrusters fall off, so can we switch? Basically, yes. I have to blow towards this last bit. Can't. What is this? Why can't I do that? Alright, fire. Just love getting me going, don't you? Okay, looking forward to doing this one. This one should be fun. I can't believe like we've been doing this setup for close to an hour and a half and we have not tried it once. Again, doesn't feel like a super complicated mission by any means. But probably over set up at this point, but I'm gonna quickly spray paint this and then we can get into position and get ready to go. Let's try and hit up here. That's possible. Keep going, keep going. It's going to be a hard sell to make it through this, but I really just need to make it. It's very hard on the snow, it looks like, to go straight. We just need to crash into that and take that and jump in, so. Okay. Should be good to go. Get ready to chug this BlueTide, see what this is all about. Again, not sure how long it lasts, but chug a couple on the way if we need to. Quick save. Let's try this. Grab the chug already. Whoa. It is disorienting as hell. I might not chug the BlueTide. That got very crazy. Oh man. The truck buried me in the corner that time. There we go. Yeah, the BlueTide screwed me up. Doing pretty well so far. Like, this is probably when BlueTide would come in handy, but should be okay without it still. Holy. Probably could have made a better transition than that. Got hung up there. We're going to escape with all of them. That was a pretty janky run towards the end of it. Those turbines or those thrusters ended up just kind of spinning me out on the snow. That was pretty rough. Honestly, though, there's definitely a couple of things that we could have done differently. Everything was really smooth. We could have used the BlueTide inside the mall. I think everything up to hopping into that Jeep went relatively smooth. Like I said, probably a little bit of a miss not having the BlueTide as we ran through the mall. But everything was pretty smooth. The Lambo worked perfectly. We got a little bit thrown off course here as it was going so fast and I didn't time the transition right. You can see here though, we hit a snag on the rocks there. We got thrown way off course. The thrusters were taking us all over the place. All we were trying to do was keep this straight line here. But ultimately, we still ended up with quite a bit of time left, 11.2 seconds. Could have easily probably been a little closer to 20 if maybe we didn't use thrusters on the Jeep. Honestly, we might have had even better luck if we just ran the rest of that. But either way, though, a very successful run. It took us a long time to set up. But even still, it wasn't that bad at all things considered. We just hit a new rank of Genius, so that's pretty sweet. Cash reward has been delivered. Okay, very cool. So this might be our last tool then, or like we might be done with tools. So we got $1,000. That's awesome to see. We must be done with tools unless you need to be like some super high level to get it. So next rank is still at 140. But yeah, we got $1,000 cash. So as I was saying, I'm just going to quickly show you guys what we ended up doing. So I haven't upgraded the gun, but we did fully upgrade our bombs last time. We did almost completely upgrade our rocket launcher. I'm going to just go through, spend a little bit of money here. So we have our rocket launcher fully upgraded now. We completely upgraded our vehicle thrusters, and we completely upgraded our BlueTide. Nitroglycerin we have not yet, just because there are canisters that we have to shoot. I didn't realize that, but even still though, very probably good for us. Oh, also we completely upgraded our planks. So I think before we weren't able to hold 64. We just added some capacity with the money that we found. But you can see here that we still have a couple $100 left. We haven't used rocket boosters yet, but maybe these will be the next thing that we upgrade just to be able to have all of this versatility available to us. We very seldom use all of these other kind of things for like materials and stuff, or for our tools, sorry. I'm just reading this. This seems pretty interesting. Hunting rifle has excellent precision and long range. So, I mean, if there's targets and stuff that we have to explode, if we could do this from far away, that could be very, very, very important. So, you know what? I'm going to upgrade those right now. So now we have a fully upgraded hunting rifle too, just to be sure that if we do run into situations like that, because I love to mark stuff on the wall, or we've done it in the past where we've kind of blown open a little pathway to the objective, it's a lot easier to reach, apparently, if we have this hunting rifle. So again, did do a little bit of a valuable run yesterday. Basically cleared all of the early maps up to Evertides Mall, just following along a text-based guide through the Steam community, which I found very, very helpful. I will put a little short together just to show you guys some of the higher priced valuables that we did find, as well as a little solution to getting into the vault that's in Hollow Rock Island. Super fun little puzzle, very cool little hidden area. But that will be coming in a little bit. For now, we're still just kind of working through on getting through the campaign and working through our short solutions. But hopefully you guys were able to take something from this video. If you liked it, if you learned something, give this video a like. Drop any comments or questions, as always, in our comment section. We do really appreciate being able to converse with you guys, all things Teardown. If you haven't already, subscribe to Friendly Frenzy Games YouTube channel. Have a great day, everybody. We will see you in the next episode.